Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Hang on. Oh my god, I forgot to do the speaker thing again. I'm gonna mess up your mic, Mark. Hey, well everybody.
Is
Um,
my mic unmessed up
no,
now?
your mic's unmessed up, but I'm on speakers, and I'm gonna change it. I think it's my ear thing. It's gonna mess everything up. So we're gonna
Really?
maybe,
Everything's fine on my side.
but no, I haven't done it yet. So
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh. Naruhodo.
yeah. Here
Naruhodo.
we go. I'm ready to ruin it. For those of you watching, stick with us for a couple seconds. I'm gonna be hammering out the little details here because
Yeah,
I feel like
he's
it's
about
something
to
to
put
do.
us back on the remix.
Yeah, remix. Yeah. Oh my god, remember the remix episode where everything got so glitchy?
Oh yeah, that's right. The
So,
remix
all
episode
right,
was the
let
best.
me let me take you off speaker so we don't have the echo. Yeah, it's just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's try this. I'm gonna move to these speakers, and I think we lose Mark. Mark, talk to me. All right, so I've got you in my ear. I don't have you on the thing, so I'm gonna change this. We're gonna be okay. Properties. I'm gonna use default, and there we go. And Mark should be back now. Talk to us, Mark.
Hello, I'm drinking
Mark is back.
strong
Strong.
sparkly water.
Strong spark. It's
Yes.
0.0 strong sparkly
Hey
water.
man, strong sparkling water.
What is
Because
strong? I want to. Okay,
um,
what's the like converse to that? Like, is it weak? Weak sparkling
yes,
water?
the stuff that comes out of the tap.
That's weak. That's weak.
Stop drinking that weak sauce water. Drink sparkling water.
Bro,
Nihon mizu tsuyoi.
drink Brano. Freaking heck, man. Strong carbonation? Yeah, maybe strong carbonation.
No, Stu. It's called strong carbonation.
Mm. So for me, God, hello, overexposed.
Hey, there you go.
So I've been drinking. I like this
Is
Swan.
that
Like,
coffee?
okay, I'll follow me on this. So there's this brand like Swan. They do this like tea here. It's like a fizzy tea. It's
Right.
carbonated tea and it's really tasty, right? It's not alcohol, no
Okay.
alcohol, right? But there's
Okay.
also a coffee shop here I freaking love. It's called Kama.
Mhm.
They're like their coffee's far better. Like it's a little bit, it's cheaper than Starbucks. It's way better than Starbucks. Like on 1,000 levels, it's my favorite coffee shop here. They're a chain. They're not everywhere, but they're kind of everywhere. Like you can find them.
Right.
They're not like on Starbucks. It's on every corner possible. But like I've got one that I can walk to in like 500 meters, so it's not too far.
Yeah.
But Kama is like so freaking good. So
Yeah,
good. Fun
true.
fact, their main roasting facility is in the same building that VFC's in.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Dude,
went to go
that's a
visit VFC
lovely
one.
aroma.
I went to go VFC one day and like the elevators open like on the 4th floor and I was like punched in the face by like the most amazing smell of coffee. I'm like, whoa, this
This is how they stay awake the whole
I'm like,
time.
bro, like what is going on in here? They get on, people are like karma badges, and I'm like, huh? And then so I asked when I went to the VFC, was doing like a video for some stuff they have there, looking at a new product review, and they were like, oh yeah, Kama's on the 4th floor. They do all the roasting down there. So, anyway, Kama's awesome. Like they're a chain. You can buy like basically they're known for like roasting their own coffee. So they sell it in the grocery stores, but they also each shop roasts their own. But anyway, I just saw this because I like this little Swan. This like it's kind of like a slightly sour tea. It's
Right.
fizzy and it's really good. Just like a kind of a light, refreshing, low sugar ish, but not totally
Right.
no sugar. Anyway, they had this, and it's like 104 calories for the whole bottle, which is not too bad. And I was going to give a shot because this is, if you want to translate, I don't know if you want to. It's basically it says it is, basically their tea mixed with the Italian, the Sicilian coffee. Sicilian coffee being coffee plus lemon. Or if you're in
Nice.
Taiwan, if it's green, it's a lemon. If it's yellow, it's a lime.
It's okay. It's like the traffic lights here. They're green and red, but everybody calls the green light blue.
Blue?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't know. They don't use Midori for the green light. They use the blue, the word for blue for the green light.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. So I'm gonna open this up, non-alcoholic. So this is like
Mhm.
10% juice. It looks like, I'm guessing. I don't know. So this is gonna be coffee, tea, lemon combo. Could be good. Could be bad.
Hey, it's Taiwan. They'll be par for the course if it's kind of weird.
I'm getting coffee. I'm getting lemon. I'm getting a little tea. Actually, the nose is as advertised. All right, let's try it. You know what? It
Is it
works.
very
It
kind of
works.
weird?
It's like a lemon tea with like coffee on the back end. It's actually pretty freaking good. Oh my god. All right, winner. If you guys want a little bit of caffeine in your life, a little coffee, a little tea, a little everything, 20 milligrams per 100 ml. So it's about on par with Red Bull ish, a little below. I think Red Bull's like 30. Sodas are about 30 mg per 100 ml.
Nice. Do you guys have Calorie Mate in Taiwan?
Mm-mm. Oh, no, no.
So
You can sometimes find Calorie Mate bars here in like the import section. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
dude, the Calorie Mate, like the drink or like even the candy. So I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should take a look at this Calorie Mate thing. Maybe I just use that as a replacement for half of my meal. And I looked at it in this small can, like the small can like this.
Can't I thought it was like a brick.
No, there's a drink.
Oh, there's a drink. Okay, I thought I've seen the brick, like the solid block ones.
It's like a small can. You like those small cans of coffee? That's a small can.
Yeah.
Small can like that. 35-gram carbohydrate. I'm like, ugh. Oh my
no,
God.
thank you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Dude,
at that point, I just rather go drink a Red Bull. I'll drink a Coke.
Yeah, like I was looking at they have vending machine over at the gym I work out at, and they got like this Mars, which is like a protein brand. They have all the powders you can just order, like just put your money in or zap your little card, and you know, like you can order all the different flavors. They have like some really interesting like taro flavor. They're actually, some are tasty, some are like weird. But they do really pretty unique like milk tea, bubble tea flavored, and they now have for the first time, and this is so weird. Like I was always said, I was like, you want to make a ton of money in Taiwan, just make a ready to drink protein drink,
and with bubbles in it.
With no bubbles, just literally just a ready to like. You can't go to a store here and get like, you know, a protein drink that's ready to go. Like open up, just drink it, right? You gotta like mix it yourself. It's only powder. So they finally did. I was like, sweet. I did. I looked, man. I was like, I'm gonna order one because I couldn't see the back of the can. I was like, I'll just give it a shot. It was kind of pricey. It was like 21 grams of protein. I was like, sweet. All right, 21. I can do this, man. Like 21 grams. Like I looked at the back. I looked at the calorie content. I was like, what? It was tasty. It was like brown sugar, but the calorie
that's where it is. That's where the calories come
bro,
from.
the carb
sugar.
The carb numbers on that monster. I was like, it wasn't monster, but the carb number on that drink. I was like, there is like this. You want to talk about ruin your macros for the day? Like this thing would just wreck your macros and then some. I'm like, nope, no thanks.
You know, the funny thing is, like when I was in Hong Kong and I was going to the gym that I go to has a pro shop in the front where you can actually go and buy protein shakes on your way out.
Cool. Like they make them for you, or they just have
will
like...
make them for you right there.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
And then so you choose your flavor, and then they always use like their own house brand, which is like a derivative of like Optimum Nutrition, right? So it's just it's a
dude. They're going to Costco buying the vanilla ON and
yeah, exactly. So you can either have the option of mixing it with water, or you can say their quote was with milk. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the you know, couple extra grams of fat, you know, with the milk. I'll take it because
you can balance out your macros. Yeah,
I can balance it out. It's all good. And then so I took a sip. It was soy milk, but it didn't say soy milk. It just said with milk.
Milk, not dojang.
So
and you can taste it immediately. You're like,
yeah. So I took a sip. I'm like, and I looked at the girl, and I was like, this is soy. And then she's like, yes. I said, but that says milk. And they're like, oh yeah, we need to update our sign. I said, yeah, you need to update our sign, your sign. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I can't drink this. And she said, oh, do you have like a soy like intolerance? I said, no, because just too much soy bad for guys. Okay.
Yeah. like soy is like if you're gonna work out, like you're trying to avoid the phytoestrogens, like, and you get enough of that. I mean, no offense, we get enough of it in the plastic bottle that's in right now.
Yeah, I know.
You should be in these things, stainless steel cups. Like seriously. Like set of plastic sports bottles, stainless steel bottles. Like it's worth
You're better off having glass at that point.
Glass or stainless, something like that, right? Just stick with those. BP, even there, you're gonna get phytoestrogens. I mean, we're not gonna go into a rant about that crap, but we get enough.
Turning the frogs gay.
But we get enough of that, right? So like, I'm with you. Like, and then for a guy, you got to watch, especially if you're trying to keep your natural testosterone levels at the right level. You don't want to be introducing too much phytoestrogen, inclusive of soy, into your diet. Like you're gonna be pounding tofu and all that stuff. So
I mean, like, look, once a week, like before when I was meal planning, once a week I have a bit of plant protein in there, a good tofu, you know, cup extra serving of mushrooms and stuff like that. I think that's really good. But like, but when you're advertising your protein shake with milk, but you substitute it with soy, dude, you're doing everybody a disservice here.
Mm.
Like, I could have really pitched a BITCH and just really kind of gave it to him, but I was just like, oh, just here, just take it. I'll take the hit.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson. I'll just go buy the ready-made one.
Yeah. Because there's plenty of, like, thing we were talking, like about the whole protein things. There's plenty of these high protein soy drinks here in Asia.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's got 8 grams, 10 grams, 12 grams. I'm like, yeah, but it's soy.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that you get your protein content, but you do that enough. Like, you drink that every day, like dojang. Everybody goes here, the sweet or the salty dojang, right? And I'm going, that's great. Like, I mean, it's fantastic, but as a guy, you get too much of that in your system, and you're going to be upping your estrogen levels, and
a higher risk of gallstones.
Yeah, I mean,
An extremely high risk of gallstones. Like, that is the number one. That's the number one reason why I cut back on so much soy, is because I don't want that coming out of my my nether reasons.
Exactly. And you gotta
no, thank you.
And like here in Asia, it's hard to avoid. Man, soy's everywhere.
I mean, look, man,
everywhere.
I've avoided tofu here like a mother, and they have great tofu here. The tofu here is so good.
Dude, I like hot pot. I'll have some frozen tofu in there. I like a little
for
frozen
sure. Me
tofu
too.
because frozen
Couple
tofu, I feel
pieces,
like it's okay. I have a couple pieces. I like it because it's like a sponge. If you've never had frozen tofu, by the way, it's like a block, and it's not like that soft stuff you buy at the store, the fresh. It literally, when you freeze it and then it thaw, like the way they do it, it turns into a sponge. Essentially,
you like the more squishy, not squishy, chewy tofu.
The chewy, the frozen tofus, right?
The producer likes just the regular tofu that falls
the
apart.
Soft,
in your hand.
that falls like you try to pick it up and it just like just everywhere, right? Which is good too.
That's why I use the chopsticks.
The silky tofu, and I like that with like pidan here. You do like the century egg. Oh my god, the pidan. Oh my god, and I'll do that. I'll do that occasionally because like with the tofu and then that sauce they put on it and then like that century egg, that preserved egg. Oh god. So good. Oh my god.
So good.
And the green onion. Producer doesn't like green onion. But I'll do the frozen tofu because like in the hot pot, I'll put it in like the spicy hot pot and like squeeze it, and it squeezes all the water out, and then it sucks all that spicy hot pot inside.
Oh yeah, it's
and then
so
you're like
good.
then you're like
so good.
This ball of lava, pure like spicy numbing hot pot, in your mouth. I was like, oh, it's so
I mean, like the signature udon here in Osaka is that shoyu based udon with the big piece of fried tofu on top, which sucks up all the all the goodness, dude. I want it so bad.
Yeah, see, Stu's saying the same thing. He does exactly the same thing with hot pot. And by the way, for those of you that are in chat, like Razvan, I want to talk about your comment, and Freedom, I want to talk about yours. I did see Razvan early's comment, so don't run off. We're paying attention. I want to circle back around because I think it's a great topic to touch on heavily in this show, Razvan.
Yeah.
So stick with us here because I think it's a solid one. I want to hear your feedback of what you've been doing on that one. So yeah, man, like I'm telling you, like I like my tofu, but I'm selective. Like I don't want to do too much because like you really will, spike your numbers. Now I'm fine. Like I know I've said this before. I get like my blood work done often, a couple times a year. Go get checked, make sure your numbers are right. I've always said that. I like, you're like, oh, get your numbers. Yeah, whatever. But you should like, I'll share with you guys. Like, man, I went and got checked the last time. I just got my results back, and they're like, hey, man, your LDL's a little high, right? Cholesterol, which is good. Like, I'm going to get checked out, right? And they're like, hey, let's try to do some things. Fun fact. So they put me in. They're like, hey, it's your age. Yeah, I'm not exactly young. Let's put you on like a low dose of the statin medicine, right? And all my other numbers are awesome. Like everything's good. I mean, you guys know, I go to the gym like 4 or 5 days a week. I'm healthy. I eat as healthy as possible. I'm watching all saturated fats. I mean, I'm doing everything right. And the doc I go to, she knows. She's like usually I just tell people like either A, stop smoking, B, stop doing this, stop doing that. Like, I'm like, yeah, but I don't do any of those things. Right. And she's like, yeah, I know. So she put me on like the statin. I'm going to go back and get checked, and we're going to do like 3 months. They're going to do my blood again just to make sure. Which weird though, because like my last test was 2 tests ago, a couple years ago. My number was like almost bottom and low. Like if this is the band, I was like here. I was like, one time I was nearly high. The next one I was like way down here, and the next one I was like on the edge. And because my age changed to another age group, I was still at that number, but my age changed, so the bar got moved down.
Mhm.
So I'm like, now I'm over. Even though like the number didn't change, my age pushed me up to a new level. And I haven't even told you this, Mark. So anyway,
You've been pushed up to a new level.
right. I mean, like I'm not young, right? So anyway, long story short, I'm on a super, super low dose of like statin, like everybody, gets
Mhm.
on like that. Really like even lower than they normally give, like just like whatever, prescribed. But then I started looking into reasons like, well, why the heck do I have an elevated cholesterol number? My LDL is high, but my HDL, my good cholesterol is actually good. So like the fact is like it's not trash. It's not in the bad the tanker. My other one's just high, and I started doing research, and guess what I found out? You'll never guess this.
Too many veggies.
No, too much coffee that's unfiltered.
Oh, unfiltered coffee.
Get this. There's like dozens of medical studies, and I didn't even know this. And if you guys didn't know, the producer's like a nurse, so I had her look at like all the stuff. Um, there's studies out there, and these are like this is like goes back to the 80s, man. They've been doing studies for like decades on this, and I had no idea. And I didn't tell my doctor. I'm like, yeah, I drink like 2 or 3 cups of coffee. I got a really awesome espresso machine here. Like in that, that's one of my loves in life is like pumping out espressos, right? So it grinds it, does an espresso pour, zero filtration right through. I make a cup of coffee multiple times a day, right? Not with milk, just espresso, right? Like I'll do like Americanos. Come to find out, if you drink like two or more cups of like coffee that is not filtered through a paper filter in a day, like your cholesterol is like 20, 30 points higher on average.
Whoa.
Like
I guess somebody got to start filtering their coffee.
yeah, no kidding. So guess what I did? Bye bye. My machine is now stored away. Oh, God bless it. I've had it for like 5 years. But I remember now going back in my history, there's like, I will go off, like I have like some acid reflux occasionally, like stomach issues and stuff, like just, backup. So when I get that problem, I'll get off caffeine. So I remember I was off caffeine when I tested ultra low for my cholesterol number. I remember like a few years ago, I was during a time period where I wasn't drinking coffee at all. Period. So now I've gone back. I've got a pour over it's like a drip machine, but it's kind of like a hybrid pour over. It's like super cheap. I paid like $60 for it, right? Like super cheap. It's a Japanese one. And it makes like 1 cup of coffee. So I just grind the beans. I put the paper filter in. I put the beans in. It pours it over. Boom, I'm done. And I'm sticking with paper. I'm going to see if my numbers, because my numbers should go down a little based on the medicine I'm on. But if I'm 3 months from now, my numbers are like bottom, I know what it is. I'm going to get off my medicine.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to the doc. I'm going to meet her again in like 2 weeks. I'm going to tell her, and she's going to know. I mean, this is like her world, right? I didn't tell her. So anyway, just from a health standpoint, really weird thing for you guys out there. If you end up doing your blood work or whatever, and you start seeing like your cholesterol numbers high, like for real, like if you're getting Starbucks espressos every day or like any kind of lattes, because all that stuff doesn't come. Now, if you go to Starbucks and you get their drip coffee, like their house blend or whatever's in the back, like, hey, give me a house blend coffee, then you're fine because you use a paper filter at Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
If you do pour overs, you're fine. It's paper filter, but not the metal mesh filters. So it's got to be paper. No, weird, man. I'm just telling you, man. Yeah, Stu's like, those are rookie numbers. But yeah, that's it's just kind of a fun story. Just being a guy. Since we talk about guy stuff here, we're pretty mostly guys in chat.
It was unstable internet connection just now.
No, I saw. Yeah, you froze up. That's why I kind of kept
you froze
going.
Too, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
So I think we're good on our side. I think you froze.
Yeah,
your side this time, Choke.
Yeah, we're good now.
But so yeah, guys, if you're out there, like, I know it sucks. Nobody wants their blood taken. I hate it. Fucking hate it every time. But the benefits are, hey, look, I figured out something new. I need to cut out coffee. It's going to kill me. But I need to cut out coffee, but in the right way.
Hey, cut out coffee. That just means you got to just up the dosage of the pre-workout.
Dude, speaking of which, I got my ghost shipment showed up today. Dear Taiwan, your taxes on supplements are freaking atrocious. 30%.
Dude, okay, hang
30%.
on. Hang on. So when I used to order bucked up from Hong Kong, it would just deliver.
Yeah.
Like, I just pay nothing on it.
No. This 30% on supplements. So first off, thank you, Taiwan, for that. By the way, Taiwan makes nothing domestically. I get it if you're trying to protect domestic and like I totally understand. Like, hey, you could buy it here, but you're going to import it instead. So, hey, we're going to like raise the prices. But supplements, the reason is they fall into the vitamin category. And I understand why Taiwan does it. Taiwan wants to ultimately protect their like Chinese medicine and their domestic like that. Like they're that's a very thriving industry here, and they don't want people bringing stuff in from outside the country. And Taiwan actually has some pretty good pharma companies here too, like making
Really?
medicines. Yeah, like so like there's a lot going on. They want to protect the industry. I totally get that. But Taiwan does not make a domestic pre-workout. So I have no choice. So it's kind of like
I don't know. It would be like bubble tea flavored.
yeah,
You know?
it is bubble tea or taro milk
It would
or
be like the lowest possible stim bubble tea flavored advertised by these
God.
IG girls
Can
that
you-
bounce around like look at me.
they look like the live.me girls. You know what I'm talking
exactly.
about?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The 17, you know.
Yeah, the 17 Live and
17
live.me.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun
for sure.
fact.
Yep, exactly.
When Live Me dropped, when Live Me first came out, they reached out through my YouTube network, and I did a thing where I live streamed with them for like 1 month straight, and they paid me a grip of money, bro. I had to do
Did
30.
they finally kick you off because they realized you weren't a woman?
No. So yeah, I know they're right, but they just had launched.
Wait a minute.
Well, there was their first month of launching, and they went out to like these MCNs, these multi-channel networks, these YouTube networks, right? That have like that represent a lot of YouTubers like me and way bigger guys, like The Rock's on my network, like guys that are like Eclipse Me and like Rhett and Link and a bunch of other dudes and like Chris, what's his name? Not The Rock, but the guy who's always with him in the videos, in the movies, the funny comedian dude.
Kevin Hart.
Yes, Kevin Hart. Thank you. And a bunch of other people. Anyway,
Help me!
Yeah.
Police! Help me!
so I did, yeah. So anyway, I did the Live Me when it dropped. This is years and years, like 6-7 years ago when it first came out, live.me. And they were just trying to find their legs. Now it's like basically just a bunch of girls. It's like a OF light platform at this point. But at that point, they were just trying to get their legs, trying to get viewers over, anybody who was on another platform, they were trying to move people.
Taiwan has an OF platform.
I know. But back then I used to have Chloe. So I did my streams with Chloe on it. So I did like the corgi stream, right?
Yes.
And I seriously, sometimes I just feel like, oh my God, I do an hour a day. The contract was an hour a day for 30 days for the month. And I think I take 1 day off a week. So I do like 6 days a week to hit my numbers. It wasn't 30 days. It was for a month. I had to do 6 days a week, an hour a day. And there were some days I was just like, oh, I only want to talk like for an hour. Like, can you imagine live streaming for an hour every day? Like being interactive with chat.
Yes, I can.
It's dude, it's
funny you say that. I can.
It'll drain you. John got an OF channel. What? Yeah, no. So
It's
anyway,
OF light. It's
OF light.
It's
Yeah,
light.
It's
Taiwanese version.
not. Yeah. So anyway, I would like literally do like I had my best streams were just the Chloe cam.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't figure it out to the end. Had I done it at the beginning, I probably would have renewed for another month. They liked my numbers, but then they realized that they were hitting with the women, and that was it. But I started doing.
They don't want to hit with the women. They
Yeah.
don't
Well,
want
they wanted the
women to be
guys.
watching this. Okay?
Right,
They
right,
only
right.
want
Yeah,
the guys to hit.
they wanted the
this,
guys.
you
Yeah,
know?
like I was like I had like all the female viewership because I was putting Chloe on my
dog.
corgi, right? And like I had
Yes.
I like one of them. She was taking a nap. I was like, corgi sleeping time,
Yeah.
and my best channel, my best stream, like crush it. I literally just put my phone on the ground, turned the stream on, and had her on there streaming for 1 hour sleeping. And it was my best viewership, best retention. It was like crushed it. But the problem is it was toward the end of my 30. So I didn't figure out like it takes a month to figure out your stream, right?
Dude, there's
Like-
some people out here, working so hard to create content, color correcting until your eyes bleed, and then
hour
you
of
just
my
put your
dog
phone
sleeping.
at a sleeping dog.
And like people would just like they would log in and they would watch for an hour. They're like, this is so great. I love it. It's so peaceful.
I can't. I just
I
can't.
know. So anyway,
I just
fun
can't.
story. Like I said, it like legit the pay was like insane. It's the most I've ever made from a single brand deal. Not like there was even off Airsoft platform. Like I've done like during Airsoftology, I did pretty good. Like I did a lot of brand deals and ongoing like stuff. But this was like when you looked at the hours involved, it's like the money I made per hour is like insane. It was crazy. It was so wild. I was like, I can't believe, like when the guy told me, he's like, yeah, your cut's this. I was like, huh? Like, okay, I'll just tell you guys. I mean, it was $3,000 to stream an hour a day for like 26 times, 26 days.
Yeah.
Like he's like $110 an hour. Like, okay. And had I figured out the doggy stream, the renewal rate the second month apparently was like 10 grand for the month for the people that made the cut. And I barely missed the cut. They said my numbers like toward the end were ramping, but they didn't quite hit that cut point. So anyway. Oh man, that was like 7 years ago. That's when YouTube was paying like nothing either too. So it was really good numbers.
Yeah, YouTube hasn't been paying anything, so it's okay. We're still here.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's talk about.
Let's go and check out Razvan.
Yeah, I want to talk about
Razvan.
Razvan. Raz, are you still in chat, bro? You still here?
Oh, he had to be on a call, but let me read out what he said.
Yeah.
Razvan said, "Took our advice, guys, to cut out negativity from my life. Good job. Right now, I'm jumping in a call with my manager to switch teams because some of my colleagues, too bad, I've been with this team for 6 years. Dude, what a Chad move.
Dude,
this is the way to be. Dude, this is the way to do it, man. Like, look, you got negativity in your life. Who needs it? You know, it's not like it's not like something where you're like, okay, I'm gonna work through adversity and get to it. Dude, Razvan has been with these people for 6 years. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And he's making the right decisions. You know, dude, life's too short.
Leave that drama for the Netflix shows like Selling Sunset and all that trash TV. You know, Bling Empire. I don't know if you watch that garbage. I do. It's entertaining.
I refuse.
If I want to check out, it's like, it's good. But yeah, leave the drama for the Netflix, the daytime soap opera garbage.
Yeah, I can't deal with it, man. You know, just I can't do it. I live in real life. I'm good. Thanks.
Stu's comment. I'm dying. In chat.
Hey.
Yeah. Negative.
What?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's right, Stu.
Yeah. Negative vid tests. Right. Negative
that too.
P tests, and you're fine.
That's
Yeah,
right. Negative vid tests and negative P tests. That's right.
God.
That is absolutely correct. So hey, Razvan, we applaud you, sir. Good job. You know.
Yeah.
Again, life's too short, man.
It's one of the best things I've ever done. And some people, it's a hard thing to answer. Like, you know, people like, if you would ask me in my early 30s, right? Like, you know, 10, 12, whatever, 15 years ago, early 30s, like how many friends you got? Oh, I got a ton of friends. I got friends, right? Like tons of friends, right? Ask me now, probably one, I can count them on one hand. I know I could get anybody I would consider anywhere in like my inner rings of friend circles on both hands. Yeah, and like inner tight circle, like Mark's on the list, like the inner circle of friends, it's for sure on one hand. And I'm talking about like, I'm talking like relationships, not talking like the producer or whatever. It's super, super tight because you start to realize there is so much negativity out there. People that, one, they don't mesh with you. People that are like, it's fine. Like, and it's cool. If you are fine with just being like chill and, you know, being in the middle, I'm not trashing you at all. Like for real. If you're cool with like, you know, hey, I want to go work for somebody, I'm fine with that. Like the producer, she is absolutely, she's like, look, I just want to work for somebody. I just want to be chill. I don't want to like push forward. Right. And there's zero wrong with that. I mean, I love the girl. It's perfect. So with that, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you are somebody who wants to move ahead in life, you've got to start looking at who you spend your time with. Yeah. Right.
That's so true.
And even among other business owners, you know, people that are like, and like not every other, like just because somebody owns a business doesn't mean they're going to be motivating. They can be the most negative Nancy you ever met. And just because somebody is literally like fresh out of college and is working in a fast food restaurant doesn't mean they can't be the absolute most motivating force in your life as a friend. So don't look at the status of what they're doing. Look at their actions. Are they moving forward in life? Are they trying to make themselves better? Those are the people you should be around. So yeah,
Yep, that's right.
trash that
That's
toxic, man.
absolutely correct.
That bad
That's right.
energy. This is one of those times where like you believe those girls are like in the crystals, and then oh, what's your sign? And like,
I am going to manifest this. These numbers, repeat them every day for wealth,
yes,
prosperity,
yeah, I'm gonna look in
and
my
good luck for
mirror.
the next 10 years.
Yes, that kind of stuff.
I'm a breatharian. All I need to do is breathe.
Yes. Or what's your sign? I'm a dinosaur because none of them exist. So, but like there is something true to it. The whole like, oh, negativity. Look, there's a lot of things like, oh, the negative energy. Hey, I will sign up for the negative energy thing because I'm telling you, there are people that will absolutely drag you down. There are people that will come to you for help because they really need help in their life. And there are
Yeah.
people but that's a rare breed. There are people, most people, and they're going to come to you so they can complain, and they're
Yeah.
going to suck your energy drive, and you're going to give them advice because you're going to be like, okay, cool. Like I know most of you in chat, right? You guys are thinking the way we think. Cool. All right, let me help you. Let me try to give you some like my experiences in life and share them. And they might help you. They might, I may not be right or wrong, but my experiences might help you figure something out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right, and they may not, right? But that's life.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, what I think this kind of really worked out for me, especially when I talked to a bunch of like the younger guys that I know, like when I was back in Hong Kong, and a lot of them come up and ask me, say, hey, I want to do this and I want to do this. A lot of them come up and talk to me about fitness and stuff like that. How can I get to this point? I said, well, and they always preface it, well, I want to work out like you. I said, no, you don't want to work out like me. Because if you work out like me, that means you're dedicating 5 to almost 6 days of your life to training. Do you want to do that? Can you do that? And then they want to say, oh yeah, I said, don't answer that question, right? If you want to do it, it's very simple. The sign up is over there. I come to the gym at this time. I'll see you tomorrow,
yeah,
right? And that there's your test.
yeah,
And I feel like a lot of times, when people ask for advice, they want to hear the platitude, they want to hear something. But again, number one, we all know what you got to do. Number two is just, do you want to do it or not? And clearly, Razvan had the gumption to go and do it. So, big salute to
dude.
this man.
That and it takes guts, man. Like to get
It sure
out
does.
of that. Like you've been working with these people. Like you're now going to go to a new group. They may be better. They may be worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you've identified that the people you're with are not. I know it's so cliche. Like my dad used to say this. He's still around, not used to. Like he's passed. He's still alive. You say, you can't soar with eagles if you hang around with turkeys, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's so like I'm from the South in America, so it's very redneck, right? But
I've heard that so many times too.
you're from the South too. We're both
Yeah.
from like the same, like exactly the same region. And I think some of the Southern sayings are so great because they're just so basic. They're so like raw and
they're
real.
super based.
And they're super based. They're so based, but like they hit home because it's like there's
they're
no
kind of
like
silly,
there's no elegance to them. They're just like
Yeah.
raw and real, and I think that's what makes them so cool.
Let me tell you this, there, young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
You're not going to soar with eagles if you're hanging out with a bunch of turkeys.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. So that's the kind of thing you got to think about is when you look at it on a grand scale, it's really that. You have to really surround yourself by people that I promise you this. If you go find 5 really freaking successful people in something that you want to be doing, and you put yourself in that circle of those 5 people, 4 or 5, whatever, like you just get around them.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard for you not to be like them. Like you're
That's
going to
right.
have to like work difficult, or you have to really kill yourself every day to try not to be like them. You're going to end up like them. So they're going to be like, yeah, we're doing this. You should do this too. Like the stuff that they could just, the motivation and the positivity and their ideas and everything is just going to come off. Like you're going to be so hard. It's going to be so difficult to go counter. But if you hang around with a bunch of dudes who just get high and sit on their couch and play PlayStation all day long, or drunk or whatever, guess what you're probably going to be doing? Play PlayStation all day long. Don't get me wrong. PS5's
Nothing
fine.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know,
Like I play some games to blow off some steam. Usually I need like once you got like an hour or two a week, I'll get on and just play some competitive something just to get that stress out of me on those nights. But
yeah, man.
it's
totally
limited
get it.
time. Like I don't have the time. I don't have the bandwidth. I mean, I'm like, God, I wish I could show you what I got on my desk here. Mark knows what I'm talking about. The project's gonna launch, and I've got like 4 more designs on that, like
Nice.
ready. The problem is my factory's on National Week this week, It's in China. All the factories in China. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
hoping to have like a couple I can bring with me to Japan.
Fingers
But,
crossed.
Stu.
Anto, nice to see you, sir.
Hey,
Thank
Anto's
you for
here.
joining us. Haven't seen your name in the chat. Always appreciated to see
Yeah.
you.
DJ's
So
here
happy.
too.
Yeah, man.
DJ talking about like most like 3 of his friends are online. I'm seeing that. Like, if you really think about it,
Dude,
Mark,
you met my friend from online
right?
when we
So-
were in Chicago.
Yeah.
You met Josh.
Right. Like
Yeah.
for real. And then like, and he's super cool dude. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
like immediately in 5
Josh,
seconds.
that was the first time I've ever met him in person.
And he drove how far to come see you?
He was in Wisconsin. He was in Ohio.
Yeah. He drove
Yeah.
freaking like hours just to come hang with you
Yeah.
for like an hour. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, the
Yeah.
pizza
Yeah.
was so awesome.
It was
Oh
so
my
good.
God, that
Yeah.
pizza.
So good.
What was the name of that place?
Johnny's, Joey's.
Joey's. I don't know, man. I gotta save.
something
I gotta
starts with a
save
J.
the fam, like the old guy there.
Yeah, that
like,
older guy
dude,
there.
Dude,
Oh, man.
oh my.
What a saint. Just
Dude.
love that guy.
When I go,
What a
like,
dude.
we go back to Chicago, I'm totally like.
Jerry's, Johnny's, something with a
I gotta
J.
look. Yeah. But anyway, like the producer still talks about the pizza. She's like, "Oh, best pizza, like hands down,
It's so good.
the best pizza I've ever had." I'm trying to tell her, I was like, I broke you because that's probably the best pizza I've ever had.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so good. Yo, that pizza, like the big thin crust was so good. The deep dish was so loaded and just so delicious.
and we ordered
The
large.
dough
We're
was
like,
so fantastic.
there's like
I know,
what
we
five
should
or
order
there's like 5
large.
of us, right? We're like, we should get
Dude,
some
the
larges.
large, they said
'cause-
it was six. The large was 16 inch.
They said 16
inch.
16
it was
inches.
not.
Bro, it was a manhole
not.
cover. It was the size
Yeah.
of a, and I'm not lying. When these
Yeah.
pizza boxes came out, we were like, huh?
Yeah, they were like bigger than Masaki's torso.
Yeah. Like absolutely. When
Jesus,
when
it
those
was
boxes
crazy.
came out, I was I'm like, we all read the site. We all read the menu.
Yeah.
It said 16 inch.
Yeah, we were there. It was a 10, a 12, and a 16. What came to us was not 16.
No. Like this,
yeah, man, it
this
was not
was
16.
Yeah, this
Like-
was, oh my God. We did a Chicago style and we did a couple traditionals. Their pizza's
Yeah,
off the
man.
chart. Like,
It's so good. It's
Dude.
so
oh
good.
my God.
Like, okay, Joel, the deep dish pizza is not like the swimming in liquid cheese and molten lava.
yeah.
It's not that type. It's just your traditional deep dish with a nice thick, dough on it, loaded with toppings, and it's so good.
Their
It's just so
topping
delicious.
to sauce to bread ratio was
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the bottom of the slice was a little crispy.
Oh.
It was just so delicious. It was
Yeah.
everything about it.
And it
was so
wasn't
good.
too thick. It wasn't too thin. Yeah, it was Chicago. This was, I would say, Chicago Italian style pizza.
Yes.
This is like
yes.
this is like the Chicago immigrant Italian style pizza. Like
Yeah.
it's so hard to describe.
It's,
if you've
it's
never
not
had it.
Carmelo's.
No. Yeah, this isn't like Pizzeria Uno or Carmela's, right?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
that.
This is not Carmelo's.
Not
This
where
is
you get like the sauce.
that much cheese, that
Yeah, and then
swimming in
the
sauce.
sauce is then like
Yeah.
like an inch of sauce, inch of cheese. No, you don't get that.
That's an experience, but no, we did not get that.
Yeah. So these were just like, I'm telling you, like, it's just magic. You could do either. Like you could totally fold, roll. Like the slices were like, think about it. It's just, they said it was 16. This thing was like probably 20 inches. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
Dude,
gigantic.
I'm not gonna tell you. It was like legit, and I'm not
It was
exaggerating.
huge.
I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
Like, tell me the pizza wasn't this freaking big.
It was at least that
Like a
big.
slice
And we had
was
3 of them.
a slice was like the point of the slice was here, and the bottom it was the size of my freaking head. Each slice,
Yeah.
no lie,
Yeah.
no lie.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you
It'd
could
give
take
like
it,
New York pizza
and
some
you
run
could
for its money.
it would bend, and then it would have a little crackle because New York's always floppy. It doesn't crack, right? Because like the sauce,
Yeah.
it's soft, right? The New York slice you got to fold and you got to eat. This one you folded, but it had a little crispiness.
Yeah, it got a little bit of that crispiness to it. It's so excellent. Just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Just, Stu, that's when you go to jail.
yes, yeah, 16.
That's
16 will get you
That's-
20,
that's
bro.
when-
16 will
that's-
get you 20.
that's when Chris Hansen shows up. Hi, I'm
like-
Chris Hansen.
Would
from
you want to go in the
Dateline
other room and
NBC.
talk about this?
Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Oh my god.
You
How do we get on
know you're-
pizza? So, oh my god.
I
it's
don't
so
know.
good.
Oh, we were talking about DJ, and then my buddy Josh that came over from.
Oh yeah, Matt, you had the pizza. That's right. I was like,
Ohio,
how do we go down
Yeah,
this
so
like rabbit
I'm
hole of
right
pizza?
there. Yeah, I'm right there with you, DJ. Like two of my very best friends, we met playing Destiny together since Destiny 1. And we were all mods on, well, Magnus and I were mods on Planet Destiny. And Magnus was based in Sweden and Josh was in Ohio. And because Josh had to work a night shift early on in his career, he always was working his peak hours during the time when I was working in my old job in Hong Kong before Red Wolf. And so, I would get into work and I would mod and we'd have our, public chat box and we all chat and stuff like that. Oh, Joel, this is before King's Fall. I'm talking about like D1, like Crota's End.
No,
D1,
he's talking about King's Fall
DLC.
now.
Yeah.
The re-release.
No, but the King's Fall was Destiny 1.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like we met up before that.
But no, King's Fall just got re-released, right?
Yes, King's Fall just got re-released.
By the way,
updates.
Fun fact, I've still have never raided in Destiny. I've never
I don't know.
experienced
Some of the D2 raids.
I haven't done a
okay.
single raid in D2 ever.
Yeah.
I done strikes. I've done all that stuff. I've never done a raid ever.
It's like I don't know, like for Destiny 2, I think the best raid that I've done for Destiny 2 is probably the Deep Stone Crypt, which is the one.
Yeah. I wanted to do that with like the Braytech. Yeah, the
no,
Braytech
not
Deep Stone Crypt.
It was, which one was it? It's the latest.
Yeah, the one that was like the Braytech facility.
Deep Stone Crypt was, Vow of the Disciple. That was okay, but like I don't know, for me, it was the ambiance with Deep Stone Crypt that really sold it.
Everybody was. What's the one that's like everybody's like doing with the Rainbow Road and all that in it? What's that one?
Oh, that was the. No. With that was actually. Oh, Jesus! It was one of those 3-player ones.
Was it? Yeah, because everybody's like you have to like ride the little Rainbow Road things like on your Sparrows.
It was. Oh, Joel, help me out. It was the one. It was the one when it's
really like
the back of
Neon
Drifter's
Electric
thing.
Yeah.
Where is that one? It was in the back of the Drifter's ship.
Yeah.
You had to jump through
the portal. You jump through like the portal.
And then
like,
you had to collect the motes from the beginning.
Oh, the dark and the light motes.
The dark and the light motes. Oh goodness, what was it? Oh my god, I keep up. Garden of Salvation actually was pretty good. I thought that was pretty nice, but that was not Garden of Salvation. Prophecy, that's right. The Prophecy dungeon. That was actually pretty good.
Oh, Prophecy, yeah.
Yeah, Prophecy was pretty good. If you guys ever want some kind of video game lore to listen to, the Destiny video game lore is a great listen.
There's like
if you
videos that are like hours
stuff,
long that like there's like a backstory. They put like the most insane backstory to this video game. It's wild.
I mean, like if you like space fantasy, semi grimdark, not so grimdark like Warhammer 40K, hey, put on some Destiny lore in the background. It's fun listen.
Oh, by the way, I did bring some. I know we're on diets and stuff, but I saw this. I don't want to change too much to get off the just to. I
What is this? Oh God! Oh, the ox tongue.
The.
Oh my goodness.
The tongue.
Oh, so good.
I haven't done this one yet. So what I'm thinking about doing for the channel, because it's kind of our theme. What do you guys think? I think this might work for us. A ongoing segment called Getting Laid in Asia. And it's LAY apostrophe D. LAY apostrophe D. Getting Laid in Asia. An ongoing short where Mark or I find these special Asian edition Lay's potato chips and we eat them in a short and we talk about them briefly.
Okay.
You down? Mark, are you down for this new segment?
I'm down.
And we can add this as an ongoing short of the channel. So it's going to be Getting LAY apostrophe D so we don't get flagged. Getting late. I'm sorry, everybody on headphones. I'm just playing with this. So yeah, that's Getting Laid in Asia. This is the beef tongue one. I saw it. I was like, I gotta do this. So it looks like lemon. Like I'm curious because like on the bog, let me like focus here.
It is.
It's got green onion, lemon, and like that. I don't know. It's overexposed.
Oh, I think it's lemon. And,
it's like
no,
that's lemon,
spring onion, and salt. That's what the packaging says.
Spring onion and salt. So this shows lemon. There's salt and green onion on here.
Yeah.
spring onion and
Oh,
salt.
dude. Oh my goodness. Oh,
What?
oh, speaking of food. Oh my goodness. Before I get into it. Razvan, you're back. Just want to say, big love, man. Way to go. Good job. That's a Chad move. You know, getting the negativity out. Good job.
We talked about you when you're gone in a
Yeah,
positive way. So you
In a
got a
positive way.
segment in your absence.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
Woo! There's some punch to this, baby.
back to that. The other day, like last week, I was feeling a little tired,
Oh.
and I was like, you know what? I just don't have it in me to go do a leg day on a day that I'm just like, I don't think the pre-workout would have saved me. So I wanted to go line up, treat myself for some ramen, and just go home. And the ramen line was really long, so there was this place which I thought was a yakitori place. So I go in, it turns out it's just a chicken place, right? And so one of the girls, bless her heart, her English was actually pretty good. Um, she was kind of explaining to me what are some of the items on the menu. Lo and behold, they had a raw chicken sashimi, and they had a raw chicken with raw egg and soy sauce yuke.
Wait. By the way, is that for the KOM, which we'll talk about the KOM in a second? Is that shop? Is that whatever the place next to it?
No, it's next to my house.
No. But remember that one you weren't there. You didn't go there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
So we went to one. They had the raw chicken sashimi there, and it's next to the Appa Hotel, which is right in Chiba, where the place is.
This was.
I'm wondering if we're gonna have the raw chicken again.
8 minutes that way. It's, oh my goodness. So,
all right,
the raw chicken. Go ahead. What's the verdict on these?
I'm not getting lemon. I get to to be honest. Usually when they do beef, it has like this very generic beef flavor.
Yes, the salty beef flavor.
And it doesn't have that. This actually has a different beef flavor, and I quite like it.
Nice.
Usually the beef ones I avoid because they like end up, I don't know, like they end up using like modified food yeast or something in there to give it like that meaty flavor. It's just not the same. This one is pretty freaking good. Like you get a hint of the onion, but not much. Maybe a little brightness. I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting a lot of lemon. I don't like. Maybe it's there. I'm trying to find it. You definitely get like that grilled beef tongue kind of flavor, like the flavor that usually the sauce that usually been a beef tongue.
Right, the yakiniku.
And then the salt,
sauce.
but like the salt isn't like just salty for the sake of being salty. Like you can tell it's like added salt in the right way. Definitely, I would say a solid like 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for Lay's chips, like for real. So
nice,
like
very nice,
absolutely good. By the way, if you guys want to see like Lay's chips here are like legit. Focus in the inside. Come on, don't back focus. Come on, give me the focus in the middle. Fine, don't.
Focusing on the package.
Focusing on the package. You're not
there. We see it.
Jeez.
There we go. Oh,
like
no, we
the
don't.
chips are like super intact.
Yeah, they're not all crushed and stuff.
By the way, the only country that does it better than this is Japan. First off, their potato chips are like flawlessly flat in Japan. And they're almost all intact. Like you won't get broken ones. Like this is like, think about an American bag of chips. If you guys, for those of you who live in the States, like the bag looks like somebody literally took it and just, here's your bag of potato chips, sir. You know, like,
it's like, I wanted chips, not potato dust. Yeah, man. Oh, so getting back to the chicken.
Yeah, go back chicken.
So
I mean raw chicken.
One, yeah, the first dish I had was like a chicken yuke, which is like sliced chicken with like some chive, some like a soy sauce and a raw egg, and it was so good. It was so good. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how good it was. Because like, you know, the girl was talking to me and said, "Oh, this is raw chicken," and then she looked at me like, "What you gonna do, Gaijin?" I'm like, "Give it to me." I said like, I'm here now. Right. Sure, I'll take it. And then she was like, "Oh, okay."
What what was it? Chumbawamba. What was that?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, and then she said, "Oh, this one is sashimi. It's not. It's straight up. It's like a chicken breast, thinly sliced, you know, into a sashimi." I didn't take pics, Uncle Alan. I was actually really tired, and and I was like, okay, let's go. And so that one was really good because it was just dressed with some sesame oil and salt and some chives. That's all it was. Speaking of which, Uncle Alan has entered the chat.
What? Uncle Alan's here? No.
Alan is here.
Yeah, but anyway, Alan. Hopefully, we'll go to that place that it was Scott and Alan, not you, Alan, but the other Alan. Scott, Alan, their significant, their SOs, their
Jesus.
SOs. It was
Scott
me,
and Alan, but not you, Alan. The other
the other Alan, yeah, Scottish Alan,
Yeah.
and Scottish
Alan,
Scottish Scott,
Scott,
Scottish Scott, and
American
Scottish
Scott.
Alan, yeah. You're an American Alan,
Yeah.
and we were at that.
Or is he the Chinese Alan?
No, Alan, what do you identify? You identify as American. You know,
Yeah, he's
Hong
an
Kong.
American
I think he's
Alan.
given up. I think he's renounced his Hong Kongness.
He's just the Uncle Alan.
He's Uncle Canto American
Yes.
Alan.
He's just Uncle Alan.
So,
Our
we're
beloved.
speaking for his identity. We don't want to do that.
I identify as a big man.
I identify as a lamp. I identify as a white cup. But anyway, yeah. So like we had that raw chicken. He's like Uncle Alan Ledoux, you jerks. Don't you tell me what to do, Byron. So anyway, we had the plate came out. Like your moment, like where the girl's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
The plate came out like, and it was literally like they'd taken the chicken and cut it like basically they'd taken the chicken breast and they just seared the outside like
Oh, you had a sear on yours?
like it was like 2 millimeters of like cook, and then inside was just like pure pink, and we're all looking at it like, and they were gonna do barbecue at the table too. We're like, oh, so we put this on there, and Masaki's like, oh no. And we're watching guys at the end of the table like chopsticking out, and we're like, huh? Like, yeah, you take it and dip it in the sauce and you eat it. I'm like, hey, foreigner question here. This is raw chicken. Is this okay? He's like, yeah. Masaki just downs it, like just, full on board does it. We're like, and all of us looked at each other because we're all foreigners, we're all like, Mitch was there, and I think it was Mitch.
Was Tim there?
I don't know if Tim was there. Can't remember. To be honest, can't remember if Tim was there or not. I don't think Tim was there. But Mitch was there.
Mitch was there. Okay.
Mitch, maybe Tim was there too, but it was like Scott and his girlfriend at the time, now it's wife, and Alan and his. I mean, he was like basically about like, so all of us were like standing there. We're like, well, let's do it. We're like, we're all gonna get salmonella at the same time. Like, and the next day is like the event, right? We're like, oh,
yeah,
like, we went for it. It was really tasty.
It was really good. It's surprisingly really good.
No, GI, yeah. It would be ex-GI Tim, which is now.
Oh my God, GI Tim.
GI Tim. No, Alan's like, LOL.
We don't refer to Tim.
No. There's no GI Tim. Yeah.
It's Mr. Sergeant and or Chris Tim for you,
sir.
Yeah,
Chris Tim. Yeah, it's Chris Tim. There's no GI Tim.
This character does not exist anymore. It's a 404.
Yeah, 404 hair not found.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, by the way, for sure, if you guys find the beef tongue, grab it. This is usually, like I said, probably one of the better beef flavored lays I've had. Like, I was surprised. So, good.
Yes.
But yeah, man, like, raw chicken. We've done it. I hope we do it again.
Dude, it was so good. Like the one I had with just the simple sesame oil, with some nice salt sprinkled over it, and then just the spring onions. That was it. And the girl told me that this is their #1 selling dish, and I get why.
You can't do that in the States, though. They won't let you sell raw chicken. I mean,
dude, can you imagine the double whammy you'd get smacked down with for the toriyuke, which is raw chicken with a raw egg yolk on it?
Yeah, done. Negative.
That's a double negative.
I think
strike one and strike two.
I think you can do raw egg with a warning on your menu in America. You cannot do raw chicken. Like by far, that like health department will not approve. I'm wondering though, because Masaki took us the next year. Was it the same year? No, Evik was there. It was Evik and the crew. So maybe in a different year. I had so many criteria. All of them are like unbelievable. Like these events are so good. They just kind of like blob and like mix into the same like event. Might be the same year.
My favorite one was when Paul was there.
Oh, Paul was there of this one.
Oh, Paul, the one with Paul and Evik.
Paul and Evic was Paul. No, I was not there for Paul and Evic. No, I missed that one.
Yeah, Paul and
Um,
Evic. It was like, oh, you guys are like two peas in a pod.
yeah.
I
Control
literally
C, Control C, Control V.
when the photos came out, I just like it was Max and I. We went up to Paul. We were like, Paul, wow, I've never seen you look so happy at an airsoft event. And he was like, oh yeah, oh wow, that's a nice picture of me and Evic. I said, yeah, that's a nice picture of you and Evic, Paul. That's awesome. And then when they were driving
The quads.
yeah the four wheeler.
I didn't go to that one. Yeah, went to this one. Evic was there, and we did horse meat.
Oh yeah. Oh yo, that's
The
so
raw,
good.
the horse,
the raw horse
meat
so
sashimi,
good.
and it was served three ways. It was three parts of the horse. It was like the neck fat, it was like
yes.
the shoulder meat, and I think like the back strap. I can't remember what the three pieces were, but they were.
It's
like,
actually it's very tender. The
almost
taste
no
is very
flavor,
mild,
very almost
mild.
no flavor.
Yeah.
Like you have to dip it in a sauce because like
even the fatty bit is quite mild.
and the fat, it's like orange. It was like legit. Like I'm not gonna lie, like this. It was this, and it's like served sashimi style, or raw, like carpaccio. No, carpaccio's ground up, but anyway, so it's raw, and we did it, and it gets to the table. I remember Evic's expression. Evic was like, "I can't do this." Like he was like turning pale. He was like starting to like half sweat. He was like, "I can't do," because like it's the mentality of like this is horse.
Yeah.
Like when it's in front of you and you like have the visual image. And for some people, like I totally get it. Like you're like, this is like a creature that is different than the rest. But for me, I'm like, Misaki actually arranged this. I was like, Misaki, I want to do some ramen. He's like, oh, cool. We'll go do the restaurant. Like I didn't know you wanted to. Like yeah. Well, I know one. It's right over here.
I know one. It's a really good one.
Like it's legit. Like across the highway, because like where we stay at the Appa Hotel, the for the Chiba for the Crytek owners event meeting. There's a highway and then a train station. The train basically it's the train that takes you from Narita Airport into Tokyo. So it's like the main highway from the airport in, but you're really rural. You're out here and you happen to be in this area. There's not a lot. There's hotels out there that are mainly there for the airsoft people, but there's also an outlet mall. So the outlet mall's on the other side of the freeway, and you could walk there because you actually walk through the train station. So you like there's like a sky bridge that takes you to the train station, which splits the highway, and then on the other side, then you could walk into that area. And it's actually the restaurant was in there. He's like, "Oh, we'll go over there. It's cool." And so we did it, and I remember like Evic was like, "No," I mean he was like literally like, "No," and it's cool. Like I totally get it. Like for real, like no disrespect at all. Like. Bro, when you got like the mentality, like if you ever owned a horse, I don't think you can eat horse meat, especially raw horse meat.
I would say this. I think forbidden fish tastes delicious, and I'm also a great admirer of said sea animals.
Yes,
right.
I know.
I just feel like it's if there's any country that has done it for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, potentially thousands of years, it's the Japanese people, and then the Norwegians.
Norwegians, Norwegians have too.
They've been
and the indigenous people of Alaska have too.
Yes. That's
like
right.
they can still harvest legally.
And hey, the populations are still stable and going up, so maybe we can take a look at these things.
Yep, TJ, raw chicken, bro, do it. So Uncle Alan, I'm hoping we can do some culinary. Okay, I'll tell you this about Uncle Alan. If you guys don't know, Uncle Alan is like, we always say Masaki's like the culinary, like whatever. Like Uncle Alan is absolutely like, if there was like a boss battle in the culinary, like I would say that your culinary guide or culinary spirit animal, like the ultimate boss battle. If you're gonna like there's a ranking, like a whole like like a whole like Sweet 16 like ranking. Yeah. The final battle would be Alan versus Misaki. Like,
it would be literally like Goku versus One Punch Man.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. It's a perfect example. Like Goku versus like who's going to win this, right? Like which one? Like who's got the better? So like those guys. So whenever Alan's around, like the food, Alan, I still got to give you credit. Like for real, the producer, we all went. Alan's like, I was like, oh hey, like we were talking about like food. He's like, oh, Peruvian Japanese. I'm like, oh, we'll go there. The producer's still absolutely broken about that. Like you You have literally broken her on the benchmark of like what America has to offer for food. She's like, I still like, I ask her, I was like, so what's your favorite thing you had in America? I was like she doesn't hesitate. She's like, Peruvian Japanese.
The
Like it's just
Peruvian Japanese, yes.
no pause, no nothing. It's like, this is so, I can't believe this exists. This is like so good. Like, and I told her, I was like, when you go with Alan, like be prepared. He's gonna ruin you. He will absolutely ruin you on whatever we go. Like if there's somewhere we go, you're getting broken. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to be ruined for whatever that is. You're never going to be able to have it again unless you go back to that same place.
Yeah.
So hats off. I got to give a hat tip to Uncle. We always say Uncle Alan. Uncle Alan, his culinary skills. I mean, he's the first guy that took me to proper dim sum. I remember like I was touching noob. I hadn't even like traveled to Asia yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes me to this place in, I think it was City of Industry-ish. And it was like in the strip mall, so sketch, right? It's like near, like next door to a Ranch 99. If you guys live in SoCal, you know what I'm talking about. Much like international grocery store. And it's like this little like strip mall, like you walk in, and then once you walk in, it's like a little long holiday, and like the whole thing, it goes straight back. It like turns into this like full on like legit Cantonese buffet, like round tables with the lazy Susans as far as you can see with white tablecloths. I'm like, outside didn't look good.
Suddenly, you're in Hong Kong.
Yeah, like I walked in, I'm
like that.
I walked in, I'm like, I'm in Hong Kong, and all the girls are like pushing the ladies are pushing little carts of like all the dim sum around.
Oh, that you just instantly let everybody know you're not in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Oh, really? No yeah. Carts,
dude.
Okay.
Hong Kong did away with the carts years.
Really?
Like when I was a teenager. It's just too like, hey. If you're gonna cut costs, that's the first place you're gonna cut costs.
Dude, the cart, they'll just come around like till you place your order. You place your order, they'll just come around with the cart, so you can just take from whatever they have in the cart too. Yeah, both work. By the way, Max
only out west does that now.
Dude, Max, like when I went to Hong Kong, speaking of awesome food, there were these barbecue buns.
Tim Ho Wan.
Is that it? Tim Ho Wan?
Was
it Tim Ho Wan? We have a Tim Ho Wan here.
Tim Ho Wan.
Yes. But no, this was like a dive place.
No, that's the place. It's the barbecue buns with the
char siu barbecue, like
Tim Ho Wan. Yeah,
we have a Tim Ho Wan right here. Like I could go get, like, but it's not gonna be the same.
It's not gonna be the same, but that's the one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
I remember telling the producer actually the last real like place in Hong Kong with like the push cart ladies closed. It's so funny because it was actually a hipster run dim sum place with just horrible reviews. everybody was like allured to go in there because like of the push cart ladies, and then they realized the food was just basically like microwave dim sum, and it was just terrible. And then like I remember seeing this, and I looked at all the comments, and everybody's like, yeah, who cares, this place had terrible food and it was like, super expensive for microwave dim sum.
Oh my god.
Yeah
I can't wait for you to come here, man, now that things are open.
Yeah,
so Masaki's coming. I think we can talk about this now. So we got one day with Masaki, and it's been hard. Like I've been doing like where do I take him? Because you got to think, it's been years since he's been here. Before I was like, oh, we'll go to these places. I was still like learning the ropes. But between the producer and I now and all the places we eat, and we're like, oh, we've got the places. So I've narrowed the main meal, because you can't do two epic meals. Like you don't have the stomach for it, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's no stomach space for two monster epic meals. So I've narrowed it down to 2 locations, and I'm trying to decide, like, so there's one must have. It's, and I want to, if he watches, I don't want to give it away, but it's like one of the places I eat at least once a week. And it's absolutely off the charts, super local. You can't get it anywhere. Like I've never had anything like this. Mm-hmm. And the producer recommends it too. By the way, Stu, I need to tell you about this place, because like legit what they serve, and I don't want to give it away because if Masaki's watching, I want to keep it a secret. By far the most unique version of this. It's a local Chinese / Taiwanese type food that you can get. So I got to tell you, it's in one area. It's not really in a tourist area. It's in like a local area. But anyway, they do Uber Eats, by the way, which is pretty good too. The other place, I think I've narrowed it down to like two places. The one I told you about, and you all said, "Hey, it's the place I went to," and I told you about that, and you're like, "Oh, he'd like that." But then I went to another place I've been waiting to go, and it's like it literally has like 11,000 reviews on Google, and they're like 4.5 stars.
Okay.
It's like nuts. It's like off the chart. Maybe 11,000 or like 2, 3. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a ton. And we went there and it was like, okay, this is pretty good too. We ate there for lunch and we skipped dinner. We didn't have breakfast that morning. We just like, oh, we had like a small little something, just like a protein shake in the morning. Ate there for lunch and we're like, we're done. Like I literally did not, I like, that was the one meal of the day. And I was just like, at dinner time, I'm like, I'm still good. I'm like totally content. So, look, Alan, are you coming back this way?
End of Chinese New
Oh
Year.
my God, please come here because I have so many new places for you, Alan. Oh, I know. I will take Alan to the one you and I talked about because I know he's going to love that. Like, absolutely off the chart, love that. Yeah. So Alan, like Alan's here. I know Alan's like me. He's got two stomachs. So we'll hit the big boys. Masaki's got the sweet
Yes.
tooth.
He does have the sweet tooth.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
stew with the egg custard buns. Oh, bro, they're so good.
Dude, every time I get on the train after the gym, there is that Macau / Hong Kong egg tart place like right on the platform.
Oh no!
Every time I see it, I just kind of giggle.
There's one like there, like they do like the little the Portuguese egg tarts, which are the
Dude,
Macau.
it's the one from KFC.
Oh, it's really? Is it as good as the KFC ones though?
I've not tried.
I'm telling
I
you,
have
man.
not tried.
Like I've tried a bunch of them here. The only one, there's one I like. So the KFC ones are freaking legit. Like they're absolutely off the chart legit. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like KFC's like top 3, if not whatever. But what's the one over? There's one in 101 area that's really good. It's like a Portuguese brand.
I mean, to be honest, I've only had KFC one time after moving back, and that was like at the evening on July 4th.
Pablo.
You know?
I think it's called Pablo. I think
What,
it's
Pablo, like the cake place, like the cheesecake place?
Pablo. Yeah, cheesecake and egg tarts. Yes.
Yeah, we have that in Namba.
Bro, they're so good.
Like the other one though, I think like the other like what was that, something uncle something, you know, where they take the hot rod and then they sear his face on all the spongy
No.
cheesecakes.
No, this is the place. Focus, bro. Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo.
Yeah,
We
Pablo.
have
Yeah.
Pablo here. Pablo's like right down in Namba, like
Dude, they're
right
so
next
good.
to Ralph
They're
Lauren.
pretty legit. Yeah.
My favorite place though is still the other cheesecake or something. Oh man, I forgot the other name of the place, but it was really good. Yeah, dude,
Dude, they're so
Pablo's
good.
legit.
Yeah,
But the line for Pablo here is so long.
We've got like one.
It's
It's in
ridiculous how
101
long it
area.
is.
It's in the Ealing area, so it's like you gotta like it's not like the line's not crazy anymore. So like you can get there. You can go there and just like get it. But if ever we're ever there, I like walk past it. It's on the second floor, so it's not like up where I normally go. It's like, yeah, I'll grab this. it's pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, but Alan, yeah, when you get over here, if you get to Taiwan, please save some time. We'll go hang out. Like my list of culinary places has massively expanded since you were here last. By the way, sad news. I think I told you this. That what's the name of that place? Dozo closed. It's out of business, man. Alan, I know what I'm talking about. Dozo's out of business, man. They closed about a year ago. Done. R.I.P. Dozo. There was like this Japanese fusion kind of place we had here. He and I ate there together. I've been there actually a handful of times. Pretty darn good food. I know, yeah, it's so good, but the rent there, like the place they were at, the rent's like off the chart, like absolutely off the chart. They would do like the Kodo drum kind of show, like Japanese style. Yeah, it was really good. It was pretty good. But I got some good local stuff, man. I've got some legit off the chart Taiwanese style food that's like super unique now. So once you come here, especially you too, Mark, you get here, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin you for food. Like last time we did the night market thing. Oh my god, the night market food's so freaking good. Um,
Dude, I do want to make a trip out, but you're gonna probably have to wait till the producer gets here, kind of get the legs underneath her first, and then
here's
we'll figure something out.
here's my proposal. You guys do that. Get your legs underneath you. The area I'm in, they got a ton of like affordable, super affordable hotels.
Hmm.
Get your legs underneath you. Get acclimated to Japan. Get the producer comfortable. Then you guys come here. Just do it like you're so close. Like you can pop down, do a quickie flight to like Songshan Airport, which is here in Taipei. We can come meet you
Yeah,
guys, and we will take you around. Like do a weekend here, and we'll
yeah,
just hang
yeah.
out. We'll have fun. You guys can go do some exploring by yourself. You can come with us, do food. We can like tour you around, like just like do
Mhm.
that, and then just bugger off after the weekend.
Yeah, don't worry, Jay. I'll let you know too.
Yeah, yeah. And Luke, we will totally do some vlogs.
Yeah,
Like that's what I'm trying to get Mark here so we can do some food vlogs
yeah.
together. Like we will
Yes,
eat our
yes,
way.
yes.
Like I'm in like culinary central for like night market type food.
Mm-hmm.
So like between this, Mark and I can like put so many great pieces of content out of us doing like
Yes.
funny stuff together.
Mm.
So
Yes. That would be fun. You know, to be honest, I think that's it's good. It's like high time I make one return to Taipei after
wait,
such
I
a
just realized we're
long
both
time.
wearing BC
Yes,
hats.
yes. This product, this show is not
It's not
sponsored by.
sponsored. Well, it might be. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't. I don't. Yeah, I'm hawking our goods here. You know,
Yeah,
with
I like that shirt, man, by the way.
dude,
Get the Lilacs branding. Get this. What's it say in Japanese over there with the SIG logo?
6 hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I know the bottom is Lilacs.
yeah. The back is great. Look at this,
Never saw. Oh, look at that Japan. Oh, nice.
dude. Love it.
So, by the way, I'm working with Mark. I'm not sorry. I'm working with Scott. Sorry, on some unique for him. He's gonna bring some merch, some patches. I'm working with him designing. I designed a patch. He approved it. So I'm gonna make some patches for.
Alan,
Yeah.
what
Scott.
does it say? Is it like a picture of a rat running away?
Oh my God. Let me tell you what, man. I wanted to do the. I totally wanted to do the the Shibuya Rat Race 2022.
Yeah.
And
The
have like
tagline should
have a
be,
guy in a
"You've
kilt,
never
like
chased a rat
a guy in a
before?"
kilt, like
Question
doing
mark.
the guy in a kilt doing the run, you know, and there's a rat like just, and he's like,
Yes.
I wanted to. That was my art
Shibuya
design.
Rat Race. And then
Shibuya
the
Rat
bottom
Race
is,
2022.
"You've never chased a rat before?"
Yeah, yeah. Gotta catch them all, like Pokemon.
Yes. Yes.
And like in the hand, he's running. He's gotta have like a strong zero in one hand.
Yes. Yes.
And
And
a
a Pokeball in the
oh
other.
no, a Tinka.
Oh, yes. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus, man, we just got demonetized if we even had monetization. So anyway, so we're hoping for that. Like I've got to get those done. Like right now, China's on national holiday, so I got to get those things produced before we go. I'm. Geez, that's so funny. I'm gonna try to bring that. Like, so I've got that one. Hopefully, it's good. I'm gonna try to bring something on my side too. I've got some things I'm gonna bring. So I'm gonna bring. I should bring a bunch of my merch with me too. A bunch of my patches and stuff to hand out to everybody.
Hey, Jono, I don't know if Ho Cheng Young reached out to you, so you want to check your DMs. He DM'd me, but I don't know if he DM'd
He
you.
DM'd me, and I think I replied to him though. I think I got
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
by the way, Ho Chi Young, I absolutely suck at IG DMs. Like it's just like if you have a line, that would be like what I'll do is if you have a line, I'll send you my line ID. Just add me there, and then we will be like 100% in lockstep.
Of course, Ho Cheng Young's got line. My boy living in Tokyo.
Yeah, if you're in Tokyo, cool. I'll ping you back with my line ID. Just add me there, and then we're totally on like that because the line's like the best 100% way. Like I check that all the time. So, but I think timeline wise, I'm getting there like one day before. I think they've got us booked. I'm gonna try this. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing because I come in on.
You're on the third. You're coming down the third.
Third.
Right? Or the second.
The third.
The third. Okay.
I land the third. I'm kind of like in the same band of everybody else, like Scott and who else? Somebody else is showing up at the same time. Stu?
Yeah.
Stu? You
I
coming
think
in?
so.
But I don't know what everybody has planned. So like I could dip out and go see Ho Chiang around the time. Like I'm in the area. I can just go like dump my stuff at the hotel
Mhm.
and then go to Tokyo and we just meet up, that area.
Yeah.
And just hang out or all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What are you doing that day?
Third, I need to double check. I think we're helping just
Set up.
doing some stuff.
Yeah.
No, between Masaki and Ryan and I, we got to make sure you guys are taken care of. So,
Yeah. You know me,
like,
I'm like, you
I
worry
know,
about,
like for
worry about
people
the
coming
new
on the,
guys. Cause
yeah,
like I'm on autopilot. I've been there enough. Like I can autopilot. I can just hang out with like
yeah.
Oceanos or whatever.
On the third, I think most of the new guys are coming on the third, and like on the fourth is returning guests. But I think everybody's gonna show up on the third.
Yeah. I know
I think only
Stu's
one or two
got
people are gonna
some,
come in on the
yeah,
fourth.
Alan's in early. Alan, are you going to be at Chiba or Tokyo for that time? Cause we can meet up.
I was very lucky to be privy to just kind of take a glimpse of Uncle Alan's traveling plans.
Oh, Alan, like
Man,
Alan's traveling plans are always awesome. Like he's like, I'm in, but he's like, he'll be like, oh, I'm going to, he'll be like, you know, Hokkaido and Kier and like his list. Will be, huh? Like it looks
like
like the dream trip. So
Uncle Alan, truly, he is, the Hong Kong genes are strong with him.
yeah. So that said, yes. So kind of covering what the topic of this show was going to be about with like what 10 minutes left. Um, the we were going to be doing the Crytek owners meeting in early November,
Yes.
and I will be landing on the third. Wait, what is that? The third. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that the
I think
thing?
I think a bunch of people are landing on the third.
Calendar.
So I think
Yeah, it'll be
what's gonna
Thursday.
happen.
So I have Friday the 4th to kind of like just like I'm running a little late in the day. So I have the evening of the 3rd because like the airport in Chiba is super close. It's like on the way.
Yeah.
And then so I have like the 3rd, maybe heading to Tokyo. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is for the hotel that day.
I think it depends on what time you guys get
Are
here,
we staying
right?
in
Like,
Chiba
'cause
that first night? Or are we staying in Tokyo that night?
I think we're gonna stay back in that same place.
In Appa, the Appa Hotel?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that
I
place,
think
man. It's
so.
so
I think
good.
so.
It's, like-
I
and
think
it's right
so.
by the train station. So I can always like, if we want to zip into Tokyo to see anybody. So with that, we got Friday, which is just kind of like, I guess, like a prep day. So I'm going to get my camera prepped, all this stuff, gear, all that junk.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
think,
the fourth, a bunch of them, like a bunch of the newbies are gonna go to um Tokyo.
okay. So
Yeah,
the newbie,
they're gonna do the Tokyo tour,
cool.
and then
Then,
Ryan and I are gonna do the thing.
so you're going to do that. Like, I'll probably just freestyle it on there and come back
Mhm.
mid
Yeah, I don't think
afternoonish
it's the
and prep.
altitude. It's somewhere.
Okay.
It's back in the Chiba area. So
I have to look. The route in. I'll look. I'll look at my phone because I'm always afraid I'm going to kill our stream if I look there. It's happened before. Route in Chiba. Route in Japan, Cola Limited. No, I don't want the one on Ishigaki Island. Thank you.
oh, better location. Awesome.
Yeah, I'll take Ishigaki Island. Fine. Okinawa, sure. Let's see. Route in Chiba. Route in Chiba Hotel. Oh, it looks pretty nice, actually. Actually, it's really nice. Looks really nice. Okay, cool. Let me see where it is. Let me pin it because if the outline says it's there, we're there. Oh, cool. Same kind of on the train. Oh, we're down. Are we staying like Chiba?
I don't know. I might have to like double check. I think Misaki just let us know like some of the things are already booked, and he just kind of updated Ryan and I. And we double checked on the scheduling and time and stuff like that, and what we got to do leading out. We're a little bit more on the ball with post event because like leading up to the event, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, yeah. Up to the event is like just make sure everybody's there and then just
And
get
make sure
there.
everybody's alive.
Yeah, like nobody's
hurting
dead,
cats,
nobody's murdered, and we're all there on time. I'm trying to find it.
Nobody gets sent home.
Oh, and Chiba Newtown. Here it is. Found it. Chiba Newtown. This is the one where I'm. Okay, cool. I'm gonna save this one just in case it is. By the way, if you guys ever want to see like the most wild, I have to show you one day like what my Google Maps looks like with all my pins. It's wild. So yeah. This looks. Oh, this is right, literally next door. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah. I know where this is. Yep. Chiba Newtown. Route ins are like. Okay, route ins on the other side. It's by the mall. So it's not on the side with the Appa. It's the side by the mall that has the horse restaurant. Nice. So anyway, and that's cool because there's a train station right there. Same location. I love it. And it looks like a nice place. And I'll probably just... So if you guys are going to go into Tokyo and do whatever, I might like half tag along with you. Just whatever. Just we'll go there and then just kind of wander off and do whatever. Because you're going to probably do what? Like Akabra, whatever area? What are you gonna do? Just kind of like, do you have like a
I
design?
don't know. I don't know if we're gonna go. Like some of the people that are gonna come back. I mean, it's the first time guests. They're gonna do the airsoft tour.
Hmm.
So they're gonna go to Akiba and
Oh, they're gonna do the airsoft tour thing, the thing we did
yeah,
every year before. Okay,
yeah,
cool. Yeah,
the
that
Tokyo
one.
airsoft tour. Because when we're in Chiba, we're not gonna go back to Tokyo this time.
Right. So I'll probably,
We have a few other surprises for everybody. But what
yeah.
we will do is we will see the legendary paddock airsoft field
Oh,
with
paddock. The
the
swimming pool
basement with the swimming pool.
and the
Yeah.
creepy basement with the lab experiments and all kinds of.
Yes,
Bro,
dude.
I'm telling you,
I
man.
love that
Okay,
place.
we see it so much. For real, can we flip and play there?
Oh man. Do you know where I really want to play? I want to play the Kowloon field.
What's that one?
The Kowloon walled city field. So they have a field in Tokyo. You know the old Kowloon walled city, right?
No.
Where like it was houses built on top of houses built on top of houses.
Oh, it's just like like, oh.
Basically what Ghost in the Shell looked like.
Oh yeah. The place is
Yeah.
closed? Oh no, he says it's closed.
No way. No, we were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Ah, dude.
So gotta ask
Yeah.
Mason for it. Ah, it sucks. Oh well. Yep, goes in the shell. I know what you're talking about, like the stacked housing. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then
Looks
they had
very
like
Hong
they
Kong
had like
feel.
bridges on the inside from one side to the other,
It's
and they
always that
had
it's that
neon
it's that
lights.
dystopian
Yeah, it
like
is.
future
Dude.
steampunk like post-apocalyptic Japan, like
Yeah.
always.
80s Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh well, what a shame. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure out. Like maybe the fourth, you're gonna be with the crew. I might run out and do some content for
Yeah, I mean, I think the fourth is more or less like for everybody who is like the returning
newbie. Yeah,
guests. I think you guys, if you want to go with the newer people, go. You guys have the option to
I'll
do
probably
that.
solo. I'll probably solo it that day and just like go hit a couple places, like some shops, and
Yeah.
kind of just putt around in for like the afternoon. I'll go putt around in like Akabra area, and
Mm,
then come back to the hotel at about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then just start
yeah.
getting like make sure batteries are charged, everything's prepped, like the whatever. Because I mean, like usually I go to Tokyo a few days before and I solo it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. I just want to go find my favorite like ramen place and a few other places. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
go
Yeah.
have
Fair
go have
enough.
like a moment of ramen alone. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and yeah. Me and
So
Ryan gonna have to
Alan,
go and make
maybe
sure we
Alan and
pick
I
up
can meet
everybody.
up, and Ho Chi Young we can meet up, something like that. We can do whatever. So I think
Yeah.
it'd be perfect. We can go hang out, chill, do some cool stuff, and like just meet up and spend the afternoon together. It'd be awesome.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Like the for us, yeah. Ryan and I gonna like pull airport duty on the fourth. I don't
yeah.
know how many people are coming. Like we need to get like the final update from Masaki. Like just kind of like okay, who are we expecting on the fourth? So he has like the breakdown because people are just kind of DMing him, letting him know what the flights are gonna be and so on and so forth. So I mean, if it's only one person coming or maybe two people, I think maybe just either Ryan or myself can handle it. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, because if you're new to Japan, you never landed before, it's very overwhelming. Like I'd be
Yeah.
like, you've been there a bunch. I've been there a bunch. Like once you do it, you're like, oh, I got this. Like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's super chill. It's
I
so
think that
so
the
safe.
scariest part of anyone landing here for the first time is just kind of navigating the train system.
Oh yeah.
It's not as scary as it looks. It just requires you to do more steps than you think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you still have your Suica. Nice.
Got two of them. Producer, me. We're done. We're good.
Nice.
Still kept it, man. I think there's a little bit of money left. I was like maybe like 500 yen, which is worth like what, 20 cents now.
$2. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a show, guys.
Yeah. Always like to end it with kind of giving you guys an update on things, when we're meeting up,
Yeah.
big events coming up,
So
so on.
stay tuned.
So
Mark and I are gonna try like during that week time. It's gonna be a little tough for us to hit that Monday goal because Monday's a
mhm.
travel day for us coming from Tokyo back to Osaka. We're gonna try our best. I don't think we're gonna be able. Really, can we do a show? Maybe like a just a like literally a stream on our phone?
I mean, if you're staying for an extra day or two, like maybe we can figure something out on the weekend. Like we can just
Yeah,
hang out
I'm
on the
through the
weekend, do
weekend.
something
So
super super
I'm there
cash, you
through the
know.
14th. So just a warning that we might on the what is that? The third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. The seventh show, the 7th, November 7th, will probably be maybe not. We might do some stuff, but I think in turn we're gonna have content. Especially I will
Yeah.
be able to put some content up. So my goal is to get out like as I travel, get some cool, awesome food in Tokyo, and throw that content up so you guys aren't starving for Hopped Up.
Hmm.
We'll give you something on the channel, so still stay tuned on that. But on that one, so yep, that's the kind of the plan. And you guys are you're providing pew pews for us for the event, right?
Yes, we will make sure
Good.
you guys have guns and gear. So don't worry.
Awesome. I'm gonna bring my. I thought about bringing my BCM stuff, or my
I
sorry,
would
my
say
Haley stuff.
I would say if you have a first line that you like,
I'll bring
if
for
you
my for
have
sure my first line.
if you have iPro that you prefer,
Yo,
if you feel like you want to bring some kind of carrier, maybe like a chest rig,
I'll probably bring
I would
my Haley, my thorax, and all that stuff
I would suggest maybe just run
because of
just
photo
the
shoots,
chest rig.
bro.
Yeah.
Photo shoots.
I may run my Haley Micro just for utility, just to
Yeah.
throw my crap in there, like my batteries, my camera, my pen, my notepad. I'll run that just there, you know.
My
I'm,
goal is this time something I haven't done in the past. My goal is to literally be out every game possible. Like literally just come in, check, go back
yeah,
out, load up, get out back again, and get as
yeah,
much gameplay as possible. Just with a small gap just to do some really cool filming of like
yeah.
the retail area.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst? You know, I came in with my whole first line slash my plate carrier, and you know, so funny. The security guy was like, "Oh," immediately asked me, "Oh, are you an airsofter?" I said, "Yes, I play airsoft." Oh, sabage. I said, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." And then he put my belt setup back and he looked at me. He's like, because he saw my holster there. He looked at me like, "You don't have a gun, right?" I said, "Nope, no guns. Don't worry, no
No,
guns, no guns." He's like, "Oh, okay, okay, okay."
he was like, because like
No
all the
guns, no
problem, like he's
guns.
like,
Yeah,
please don't make me do this. Like, go
no
to the
guns,
headache.
no guns. Don't worry, no guns.
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
playing in Japan, like it, like I really need to find a way this year to capture. I'm so jealous of you, by the way.
yeah.
Like how unbelievably awesome it is. And I think with guys like Stu there and everybody else, like all of us out there playing, like Alan, you gonna play Alan? I hope Alan plays. Alan better play.
Mm,
I'm excited. Yeah, no pew pew. Just bring your
yeah.
whatever first line, second line you
I
want.
would say even like for me, I would recommend if you want to run a rig, bring a chest rig. Ideally, maybe a micro.
Yeah,
Don't bring anything too big.
it's not. Yeah, I want to bring
Um,
my play carrier, but I'm kind of like, do I want
you
to do that?
know,
Then haul that around Japan the
yeah,
rest of like.
that's the thing, right? Like it's not so much like is it like is it okay or whatever. Look, I've never had any issues. I brought my micro back. I brought my micro back in from the U.S. When I came here for Crytek owners meeting last time, I had my belt set up with me with my holster in my luggage. You know, they're pretty chill about it as long as you tell them, look, it's airsoft. I use this for airsofting. You have nothing sensitive on there. You know, and you know it's good.
Yeah, I
My
think.
personal experience.
Yeah, I'll just bring the gear to jam some. I don't know. I got to figure this out because I kind of want to like the opportunity to be around people and actually get some good photography of me geared up is
Mm.
pretty rare. So like being there with so much other media, I might bring it with me. So we'll see.
Well, the
I
good
don't
thing
know.
is with the thorax is not that it's not that bulky, so you're good.
No. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like
Yeah,
I keep looking over here because it's like right off. I got that. I
yeah.
got my like belt. I got my Ronin belt. I've got all kinds of.
I
Mm.
have to say a huge thank you to Uncle Alan for helping me with my slight issue. So he's bringing me something, and
Oh, okay.
thank you, Uncle Alan. I really appreciate it, and I'll get you back when you're here. Thank you.
So, well, man, I'm looking forward to it. So big teaser. That's in how many weeks? Let me look.
Just a little bit. Just hey, we're literally
We
1
have
month out.
4 shows left.
Yes, we're
And
literally
then
1 month
Japan.
out, and then we'll be taking a selfie together.
So on
Crazy.
here, yeah, finally, Mark and I, how many, like, we have done this show for well over a year, and Mark and I have not seen each other. Well,
Well,
I take
we've
that
seen
back.
each other
We saw each
in
other in
May.
America. Yeah, in May.
Yeah.
But we haven't done the show together, right? So we haven't like had a chance to really do something. The plan is that he and I are going to try to get some kind of content
Yes.
on this show.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be in that last weekend.
Yeah.
I think we can maybe do something
I would.
last weekend.
So one thing in there, Stu. Actually, for your rig, so we do have chest rigs as well, like our micro chest rigs that we have, that we will have bite mags on there for you guys.
Oh, good,
So
good,
if,
good.
yeah. So if you don't want to bring your rig, that's totally fine. If you want to bring it, feel free. But we also like want you guys to use some of our stuff as well. So just bear in mind that there may be a couple games or a couple of specific influencer specific games that we may want you guys to play where we want you to use our stuff to kind of level the playing field.
Well,
and
on
then when it's
that-
time to go play with everybody, of course, be my guest.
So on that, I remember Masaki bought the same setup I have
Yes.
from Haley. So if he's got a copy of that here, I can always do some photo shoot stuff. So that said, let me just not bring my gear. I'll bring my helmet. So
Yeah.
I can
I
run,
would
because I need a
say-
platform to run my GoPro and everything. So
Yeah, for sure. I would say, yeah, bring your bring a micro if you
and
want.
I'll bring my
'cause-
first line.
'cause-
I'll bring my
'cause
first line.
our-
And do you have any?
yeah.
What do you get? You get a run? I mean, I don't really want to play. I
So-
mean, there's
so-
no
so
point
for-
for a first line because like I don't ever
So
like
so
games are
with
short.
the thing is so with our thorax, it's kind of sitting in the office right now, and everybody's kind of using it for reference material.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be taken with us.
Well, I could use it
Um,
when you get back to the office. That's what I'm
yeah,
thinking.
for
Like I
sure.
can do some.
Yeah,
I can bring
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can do some BPRE, like bring the red shirt and all that, and do that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like if you bring your first line, if you don't worry about it, like is your holster threaded on? Like,
Yeah, my-
are you running like a Safari Land kind of thing?
I got.
Sorry, we're
yeah,
gonna have to nerd out. A
yeah,
little
we're
bit.
nerding
Actually, you know
out.
what? Let's talk about this offline,
No,
guys.
no.
We
What I'm
don't just
running,
nerd
I'm actually
out.
running. I'm actually running the Surefire holster that clips under the light.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm running.
Joel, I am running a Oakley SI with a Helo kit.
Yeah.
A
I'll run my.
legit Oakley SI.
I will
with
bring
Helo
my.
kit.
I'll bring my Oakley SI with Helo kit
Yeah.
too. That's what I'm going to run, and I'm probably
Because
as a
you have
backup.
to. If you're using shooting glasses in Japan and you run your own, you have to use a band and a Helo kit.
Yeah, so I'm going to run my SI with Helo as well. So I've got the Master Fire. Yep,
Yeah.
I have the same thing. I've got that. I will
And
probably.
don't worry about face masks because we're gonna just throw Aeroflexes at you guys.
Cool, good.
Multicam black, yes, I know,
Just
I know.
saying. Or black. Black's okay. Black's acceptable. Multicam
Hey,
black, ideal.
No, don't worry. I'll make sure it's there.
Because I got my super Gucci Haley loadout.
Dude, I've been chit chatting with our designer boy to talk
Yeah.
about some other colors.
Good. So that said, I'm excited. Now I kind of get
Yes.
to know. I mean, like, I'm sorry that you guys had to listen to our like this, like literally, like this is when Mark and I get to catch up. Like,
Yeah.
half the time,
This-
like when we chat. By the way, we
Yeah.
chat during the day. It's usually like, hey, bro, business question. I'm like, cool, business
Yeah.
answer. I'm like, hey, bro, business question. Hey, business answer. Like he and I are literally bouncing like full on like full
today.
deep business. Yeah, like today.
Like today, we had to get on a
Today,
call.
we like literally had
for
like
30 minutes.
a 30-minute logistics call. Like it was
Yeah.
just like, oh, like it was boring. Like just put you guys all to sleep.
Yes.
But so here we actually get a chance to catch up. Like during the daytime hours, we're like work,
Yes.
which is cool. That's what I like about you. Like we just be in work mode and we be in cool
That's
mode.
right.
But you get to enjoy the fun chat we have.
Yes, you guys
Sure.
get the banter, the bant.
Yeah. Like, and it's really like this is Mark and I actually catching up, which is
Yes,
kind of cool.
that is correct.
So now I know what to bring, which is good, which means I
Yeah.
have more room in my luggage to bring back some really cool stuff from Japan. Hoping, no offense, hoping the yen's still soft.
Good.
point.
It's probably going to be soft, so
Good.
you better
I got my eyes on a
Stimulate it.
Panasonic, one of those steam microwave multi-function oven things, bro. Like, I'm hoping. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like super,
Okay.
dude. I'm straight up Taiwanese. I'm literally gonna like one of my pieces of luggage is gonna be like an appliance in a box going on the conveyor belt for real. Like that's
Okay.
about the most Taiwanese thing you can possibly do.
That kind of is that's very,
Like,
if not very
Check
Asian.
luggage. Yeah, it's like the most Asian thing. It's like
Yeah.
Taiwanese / Hong Kong / mainland China. Like
Yeah,
here.
dude, you just throw it in check luggage, bro,
Just
and
check
they'll
it,
put
yeah.
like a fragile
Put
tag
a
on
fragile tag on it, like
Yeah.
this side up, and off he goes.
it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
don't drop my toaster. They do it. Like, have you seen these Panasonic ovens? By the way, I love my food. Right? Like they like literally they have like they microwave, they bake, and their convection
Yes.
oven, and they steam. You put like a water tank, and they'll steam your food. They do
Yes.
freaking everything.
They do
They
everything.
cost a
I know.
grip, and I'm
Yes.
hoping one, they're cheaper there with the yen exchange rate. Two, I got tax refund. Three, it's not in Japanese. I'm hoping it's multilingual.
Yeah, Joel, please just let me know specific, like just your confirmed dates. If you're looking for video games, I have just a store for you, my friend.
Mm.
Like the old stuff. John, you've been to the store with the life-size Mario figure, like statue on the outside, right?
Not ringing a
It's
bell.
so unassuming, but it goes super deep, and it's got it's got old classic consoles stacked on top of each other to the
No,
roof.
I've not been here. No.
Okay,
Well,
then
we're
I
gonna
gotta
go.
show
You
you.
gotta take me there. Yes,
Yeah.
done.
You have mint condition 1987 Metal Gear Game Boy cartridges
Aw. Like Metal Gear.
for 3,000 yen.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
mint, clean. They
Okay.
don't have the box, but a shrink wrap.
Gear.
Clean.
Wow.
OG
Wow.
Metal Gear. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. I'm excited about this. So we'll keep you posted as we get a little closer to the event. We'll tease
Yes,
you
we
more
shall.
about what's going on.
Mhm.
For real, though, I know Mark's gonna be a lot more busy than I am. So I'll be doing heavy lifting on providing some cool food-ish, fun travel
Mhm.
content, and I'm gonna try to do some third-party shooting of Mark as he works and things like that. So we'll squeeze stuff in. We promise. Live stream that week will be.
Please let them know that I work too.
Yeah, Mark's basically Mark for like a week solid is gonna have like he's gonna not be working when he sleeps, and that's gonna also be a rare thing. So
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But
So.
hey, it's all for a good cause. So it is
Hey
what
man,
it is.
PS1 or PS2, that's amateur, bro. I'm getting a Jaguar.
Dude, I'm gonna like if you really want to get something like worthwhile, get an OG Saturn or the Dreamcast.
I want to take a Jaguar. Wasn't the Jaguar right? The Saturn. That's like the that was the CD thing. That was the add-on
Yeah.
to the Take a Saturn. Take a Jaguar. Jaguar was it called Jaguar. I think it was Jaguar. Anyway, yeah.
The OG Saturn. Oh God, I love that thing. Anyways,
Playing what was that? Like what was that game? Oh my god, not Rygar. Rygar was on like Nintendo. Anyway,
dude, I remember Power Stone was one of the best games to play. Like those beat 'em up platformer, OG, good stuff. Love it. Big love. Anyways, I think it's time.
yeah, it's
to
time.
sign
We're
off for
over
everybody.
like 10 minutes over.
Yes.
Oh my god, I want a
Um,
PS1 or PS2 now. God. Okay.
I-
Anyway, I'm gonna be on the lookout
I
for
wanna-
some
I wanna
classic
pee.
consoles. Yeah, you want to pee?
I wanna
Forget the
pee.
S1.
Yeah, I just
Mark's
wanna
like,
pee.
yo, I've been holding this for an hour and a half. You're
Stop
fizzy.
asking us
Hey,
questions.
by the way, strong water we now know means
Yeah, strong
strong through the liver,
That's
out through
right.
the valve.
water right
go.
through you.
All right. So on that note, stay
Have
hydrated.
a wonderful night.
Yes.
Have a wonderful night, afternoon, late morning.
Whatever it is.
Hey, and we'll see you guys next week.
matter-
Until then, everybody.
Yep. Stay
Stay
hopped
hopped
up. If I can find the button.